Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Raider Nation Jason podcast. Thank you for tuning in for another Saturday. We're going to do a season recap and talk about two of the matchups that are going down in the playoffs. So, be right back after this. What's going on, guys? So, our season, we started off. Let's see, where do we start? We had the Chandler Jones situation. We could go, back to the whole quarterback, drama and everything like that, but we'll just start when, the season's getting started and we had the Chandler Jones issues and stuff like that. First, we thought it was injuries and stuff like that, and then it kind of developed into some more drama. Had our game against Denver, won that game. It looked like we were going to be able to grind out victories after that game. We had Jimmy Garoppolo run for a couple first downs, which was at that point looking like, okay, maybe we can do this. And then we played, I think it was game 2 against the Bills, I believe it was. And Robert Pena slew. We had the Bills. The Bills were, I believe, at that time a better team than us. I didn't really expect to win that one. That's why it was so important that we won that first game at Denver. They kind of ran it up on us, a little bit. We were getting beat deep, and there was a lot of defensive issues kind of in that game, but not for long. We didn't. The defense kind of stepped it up really after that game because I believe the next game was Pittsburgh. A home game for us, our first home game of the year. We hung around. It just was a bad. I don't know. It was a bad. It was a game we could have won. We stuck around. It was kind of like back and forth, and we got beat deep by what's the guy's names? Calvin, I think St. Austin or whatever. Calvin Austin beat us deep, and that's kind of what started kind of the downwards trend. But yeah, it was rough. We had it was something that we were close. We were in games. Like the Charger game, I feel like out of those early games was one that we should have, we had the opportunity. I don't know why. Hey, salute, Ben. What's going on? Thank you for coming. Let me say, I don't know if you're busy. I'll send a link too. Yeah, there was a lot of opportunities I felt like lost this year, like for sure. It was like I said in that Chargers game, we kind of put the ball, in the air when we should have ran. We should have ran the ball a couple times, and I feel like we would have definitely scored, instead of, throwing that pick. They really changed the game for us. But the McDaniels, once we got rid of McDaniels, it the whole vibe for our season changed. It was one of those things that it was, I still believe that, the McDaniels unit was, on the tank mode. I don't know if he was. Oh, I know what he was trying to get. He was trying to get his quarterback, probably trying to get like Drake May or somebody like that. But it was, I don't know. For me, I thought it was Mark Davis, and everybody knew, the kind of the plan. They were just trying to get, the future quarterback or whatever. But I think it was just the McDaniels. It was the McDaniels plan. So AP comes in, he gives a shot of life to the crew. We play hard. So we had the whole Marcus Peters incidents. You know, um, I was a fan of the move when it happened because our secondary needed somebody, anybody. It was looking kind of bad and looking thin when we started. So it was good that we had him for the time we had, and we can't say it was all negative because a lot of those interceptions and a lot of that stuff I know I talked about before, but a lot of those plays he was there for. Like there was a Meek interception, he was right there for that. The Spillane interception, he was the one that tipped it up. So he's had his hands on about three or four could have been pick sixes. So it was but it was just like the non-tackling, the avoiding. It was it's on tape. Like you can't help but not see it, and it's not a good look. So we get rid of Marcus Peters, and then steps Jock Jones, and I mean, so the first game I think it was pretty. He was pretty quiet that game. I guess he was just kind of getting a feel for the game, for the speed. And then the next game, he has the pick six. Then the next game after that, he has a pick six. I think he had a chance at another one too, but I think he tried to one hand it or whatever too. Not a pick six, but he had another chance at another pick. And he was talking about it in the press conference of how that, or and he, I don't know if you guys have probably seen it too, but the mic'd up on Jack Jones too, where he was like, that should have been a pick, and he could have got it if he had used two hands. So next time use two hands, man. But he was a shot of life in the team too, because he brought a swagger, he brought a confidence, he brought a just something that we, especially in our secondary lately, we haven't really had. So it's good to see them gelling. It was good to see them like talking on the sidelines and just being close and always hunting. I like that. They're always hunting and always willing the ball, willing, knowing that the other quarterback is going to make a mistake at some point and just to capitalize on it. So, getting him was cool. It was good to see, we found someone. We drafted Jacorian Bennett this year, and I'm hoping he does develop, too. And because if he does, that'll save us draft picks. That's the thing. We're doing a lot of development of younger players, and I don't know, like it seems different than it has been in the last say 10 or so years of us not drafting the right people, us drafting young people that end up being flops and don't contribute. But it seems like we're getting pretty much mostly bang for our buck. And like seeing a Meek this year, like I'm gonna definitely give him his praise, because from what we expected, I guess from a Meek, we got a lot more. I feel we got a lot more. He has great athletic ability. He's made some plays for us. He's made some exciting plays for us. Dark salute, Mr. Pena, salute. Yeah, he's made a lot of plays for us, and it's just, I don't know. It's sometimes if you're that guy, you are gonna shine, and that's the thing. Like we expect, we'll draft whoever we think is the number one DB, and then it's our fifth round or fourth round, or you know what I mean. It's like if we can hit on these number ones like we hit on these late round picks, we'll be okay. Nate Hobbs has shined in spots. He's bounced back from last year, I believe. Nate just has that drive and like that. It's kind of like a game time. Like he don't talk much and all that kind of stuff, but when it's game time, he performs. And it's like, I don't know. It's just some people are like that. Some people, in practice and all that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But when it comes to the real game situations where that adrenaline is flowing and you're just just playing ball, man. Like, just seeing everything clear. I'm glad he has bounced back. He had the injury issues and everything like that the previous years, but um, another person, Trayvon Merrick. We were kind of worried about him. It seemed like the last couple years he was almost there, or he was, close to making a play, or he should have been right there. Yeah, they don't like me either, Mr. Pena. They don't like me either. But it's all good. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Um, yeah. So, and seeing him bounce back this year, and getting some picks, getting ended the game with a pick. You know what I mean? So, salute to him for stepping up, because, like I said, that's one less person we have to draft. Because if we could shore up these positions, we can make our team a lot deeper. And we got a guest, man. What's up with my guy, man?
What up, Jason? What's good with you, bro?
Oh man, blessed, brother. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm fucking. I got where I'm in the middle of fucking working 20 fucking days in a row, dude. I got like another hour and a half, and I'm about to get the fuck out of here, bro.
I know that's right. Shit, man. I hope that shit go by fast.
Trying to get this motherfucking money, boy.
Hell yeah, man. It's the first time having you on here, man. Definitely a blessing to have you on.
Oh, bro, it's always a pleasure whenever I can catch you. I usually try to catch you. Usually, if I don't catch you, usually I'm fucking sleeping or something. But you did a later show, so I'm here. What's good?
Yeah, yeah. Today was crazy. I'm having issues. I don't know, like my videos are not playing out, but so we're just gonna rock it, man. No excuses.
Hell yeah, I was over there listening to fucking Max Crosby. He's doing his podcast right now. I
Yeah, I
was over.
seen that too. I was like, damn, I'm stepping on Max's toes right now. I was like,
Yeah, I was over there listening to Max and shit, and fucking Doc's bitch ass came in the chat, and I was like, "Oh, what's good, Docs?" And he disappeared, then blocked me, bro. Then came back and started talking to everybody.
yeah, he blocked me a while ago. I was promoting on his page. You know what I mean? I was trying to
Uh,
snatch. I was fishing. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
fuck him. He don't deserve no viewers, anyways, fake bitch.
Right? He had so many. I was like, damn. Let me. You know what I mean? Let me try to see if I can get a
He be
couple.
he be botting his chats though, bro. Like he bots
Yeah.
his chats. Like he'll have like 800 people, dog, in his chat. It'll say on his live stream, dog, but it's like the same 40, 50 people that comment all over and over and over again, dog. He just bots his chats.
Yeah, he's got his riders. He's got them leg riders.
Yeah, man. But fucking, I was waiting for Max Crosby to talk about that fucking the rumors of apparently he's drawing a line in the sand, saying that if AP don't come back, that he's gonna request a trade and all this shit, bro. He didn't want to talk about any of that, so I don't know if that's just the media hyping shit up. But I talked
Yeah.
about this last night on my podcast, Doug. Like, if you're drawing lines in the sand, bro, and you think you're bigger than the Shield, bro, like, I'm sorry, like, I love Max, bro, but you can kick rocks, Doug. There's no player that's bigger than the Raiders.
Exactly. And that's money saved at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
It would be a tough pill to swallow if he was to walk, bro. But if you're gonna act like that, like that whole drawing lines in the sand shit, bro, that's female tendency shit, dog. Like, oh well, if you keep this guy, I'm not rocking with you. Like, that's bitch shit, dog.
yeah. When at the beginning they were excited for McDaniels. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
we're
I
not
mean,
listening
and
to
and
play.
and I get it. Like, we all love AP, but if you're gonna try to sit here and try to say that if the Raiders bring in Harbaugh, I'm gonna quit, then just quit, dog. But I hate to say this, bro. Like, I love AP and all, dog, but Harbaugh's resume sticks out way more than AP's resume, bro. And they're talking about Harbaugh. I mean, AP's a Raider, dog. Harbaugh's first ever coaching gig in the NFL was with the Raiders.
Exactly. And the
So
close and he's closer to the college game, and so like for us kind of getting with the times and everything like that with like the newer offenses, that's perfect for us too. You know what I mean? He knows the players in college. He's had to scout these guys. He's had to, go against these guys. So he's gonna know who's kind of on the rise. So that's a plus too.
yeah, I mean, if Max is gonna act like that, he clearly doesn't really know about the history of Harbaugh, bro. Like the Niners were absolute dog shit before he got there, bro. Harbaugh turned the Niners what the Niners are now. Harbaugh helped build that shit. You know what I'm saying? He helped turn that whole regime around, dog. Like Mike Singletary did a lot of the roster building when he was there, but once Harbaugh took over, dude, he was able to get the quarterbacks playing, bro. And in my opinion,
Yeah.
that's our biggest question mark right now, bro. We need a fucking quarterback. So if
Yeah.
if if we're gonna go in next year, dog, like if it's not like I said on my podcast last night, bro. In my opinion, there's only two head coaching candidates for the Raiders. It's Antonio
Mhm.
Pierce or Harbaugh. There shouldn't be nobody else included in this conversation.
Yeah,
Antonio Pierce
exactly.
already did the hard, which in my opinion is the hardest part, which is winning over the locker room, and these guys buying in. They're bought in. You know what I'm saying? The only way you fuck that up is for Harbaugh, bro. That's the only
Yeah.
way you fuck it up. But I could see Mark fucking it up for Bill Belichick's bum ass too, dog. If we get Bill Belichick, I'm a fucking riot, dude.
Yeah, that's I definitely want to stay because like you said with Harbaugh, I'm good with him because he started with the Raiders, so it's like
Yeah,
let's stay inside. Like we're not let's not do the outside Patriots shit no more. Like let's get our guys. Let's keep our
yeah,
guys because I want people that know our team because we're gonna get some if we get some outside person they don't know our team they don't know what we've
exactly.
been going through for these years and the missing links and stuff like that and just because it's like it's a simple fix at least this year like fix the damn line and get a quarterback so you know what I mean like
Yep.
everything else is kind of falling into place.
No, and AP, like I said last night, bro, AP deserves grace, bro. I mean, he deserves credit, dog. What AP did this year is not easy to do, bro. Taking over a team the way he took over that team, dog, that was in shambles with no quarterback, dude, a defense that was playing super fucking questionable, Josh Jacobs who wasn't doing shit, an offensive line that wasn't doing shit, and to completely take that team and turn them around and give them, a shot to make the playoffs all the way up until the final week of the season, bro, like, that can't go unnoticed. Like he deserves credit for that. You know what I mean? And that's
Definitely.
the reason why I don't think there should be any other candidates. Like me personally, I want Harbaugh. Would I be mad if we kept AP? Fuck no, dude. I like AP too. I think AP is
Hmm.
a fucking Raider. But I think Harbaugh is a fucking Raider too, though. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be mad if it's either one of those guys. The only way I get mad about a coach, bro, is if we bring in some fucking first time head coach, like a dude that ain't never coached before. We get some nerd from college or like no diss to the offensive coordinator for the Lions, that dude Johnson. I think he's going to get a job somewhere, but like I don't want him, bro. Like I don't want to give the Raiders can't afford with the predicament we're in now. To where we only need a few pieces and a good coach to go out there and gamble on a dude that's never even coached before, ain't never been a head coach in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like Antonio Pierce already showed. I mean, he ain't never coached his life, but he's already earned it. You know what I'm saying? He's already earned what he's fucking got. So
Yeah, and then shout to AP too because remember when he brought in Jack Jones, right? And then they talked about all his character issues and stuff like that. And what did Jones do? He played for AP. You know what I mean? He made some plays. You know what I mean? He didn't let AP take a hit for that. You know what I mean? Like he did what he was supposed to do. He balled out, and it was because a lot of people were like, I don't, we don't know. I never even heard of Jack Jones until you know what I mean until kind of the move happened. So, but it's
yeah,
and he got the best out of this team. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
I feel like he let them be them. You know what I mean? He didn't because I think McDaniels was trying to mold this team into like whatever the Patriots had. But these players have talent. It's just that you got to let them play, and you got to let them play within their strengths. You know?
Yeah, and you got to make sure that not only are these guys playing, but they're having fun playing the game, dude. That's the biggest part about football, bro. Like, if dudes aren't having fun playing football, dude, they don't want to play football, bro. At least not here, they don't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you grow up. Like, I know me personally, bro. When I grew up playing football, dude, I played football because I loved playing football, dude. You know what I'm saying? It was a
Yeah.
game. You know what I mean? Now it's like, if with McDaniels, he took that out of it, bro. He made it a job instead of a game. And these dudes work their ass off their entire life, bro, to where they don't really have to have a job. Like being in the NFL player, yeah, it's considered a job, dude, but it's not, dog. And they make millions of dollars, bro, to play a kids game, dude, to have fun. But that's what they work their ass off for their entire career, dude. You can't come in and try to force round hole or round pegs into square holes, dog, like McDaniels did. That's what fucked us up. And I think that's what Max Crosby's so scared of. That's the reason why he's there. Everybody's petitioning so hard for AP is because they know that the Raiders have a history of fucking this up, dude. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Because
and, and
like
that's why Mark Davis scares me because I have a gut feeling that Mark Davis is going to try to find a way to fuck this up, dude.
yes, and that is the fear because it's if we go AP, I'm good with that. If we go Harbaugh, I'm good with that.
Yep,
But it's like it's just like kind of our drafts. Like
yep.
oh, we should probably get this person. We should probably get this person, and then we pull a rabbit out of our hat and say, oh, we're gonna pull this person that was supposed to
Then
be
we take Tyree
yeah,
Wilson
yeah exactly.
or we
Like
take
I hope
Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah, it's been nuts, man. Or we take what's his name, Mister Arnett. We take
Or
Arnett.
Alex Leatherwood.
Goodness, so many bad. And it's like with those picks, we could have had a whole team put together by now. Could have said, yep. So
It's fun, but like I'm a firm proponent of Mark Davis needs to sell the team, bro. If he fucks this up, dude, he really got to sell. I don't like Mark Davis at all. Do I like that he got us a new stadium? You know what I'm saying? But he pretty much got that state. Anybody would have took the Raiders if you gave them the power that Vegas gave. That Mark Davis gave Vegas power over the Raiders. Dude, anybody would have took the Raiders and gave us the stadium for free. He sold his soul for that fucking stadium. So in my opinion, he don't get a
yeah,
lot of credit for that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he built his own shit. Now, if he went out there and got a loan from somebody and built his own stadium with his own money, I'd respect that, dude. But he literally went and sucked off Sheldon Addison, bro, before he died to get a stadium. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If there was no Sheldon Addison, bro, that stadium don't get built.
yeah. That was a nasty move. It was just I don't know because me being from Oakland, it's like
Yeah,
that's all we had. You know what I mean? Like yeah, the A's was cool, but I mean we love our Raiders, man. Like it's
exactly.
at least the Warriors stayed at least local. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It's think someone has to step in and be his advisor because like he doesn't know. He really doesn't know.
Exactly.
And you could tell by like he tried to give Gruden the 10-year contract just so he wouldn't have to worry about all that kind of stuff for a while, and then he gives McDaniels and them the reins for just so he could. And it's like I hope I see him doing the Harbaugh thing. I really do. I see him trying to do the Harbaugh thing, give him maybe a 6 year, or perhaps he might give him a 8 to 10 year or something crazy, just so he doesn't have to worry about that part. But then the thing with Harbaugh too, like Harbaugh just got in trouble for sign stealing, so we don't. I hear that there could be some suspension and stuff too. If he does come to us, it could kind of rub off to us too.
Yeah, that would be so Raider like, right? We go out and get Harbaugh, then he comes here, then he gets fucking suspended for a year, bro. Like, what the fuck?
That would be
But
crazy.
they would do that though. That would the NFL. I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL did that to us, bro. Like motherfuckers was in Max Crosby's chat talking all this shit about how the Raiders have been bad and shit, and the NFL hates the Raiders, bro. Every opportunity that we get to get good, unless it's putting money in the NFL pockets, bro, the NFL is gonna fuck us over every chance they get, dude. They're not gonna let the Raiders be great, bro. Like we have to fall in line with the NFL's program, dude. If we don't fall in line with the NFL's program, they're not gonna let us be great, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they want teams that fall in line, bro. And the
Yeah,
Raiders are the outlaws, bro. Like the Raiders are like the pure definition of what the NFL is not about, bro. Like we're the bad boys. We want to punch you in your shit. We don't give a fuck about, what I'm saying, the fucking talking head saying this or that, bro. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna whoop your fucking ass. And then if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. But how we're gonna play is we're gonna play like Raiders. And
exactly.
that's one thing that I liked about AP is he had us playing like Raiders, but at the same time, how long is that sustainable? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I feel like the NFL they got to the point to where they want young quarterbacks, dude. And unless the Raiders can go out there and get their own young superstar quarterback, dude, that's gonna make the NFL money, bro, they're not gonna let us be great. Like Aiden O'Connell's good and all, bro, but he's not a superstar, dude. Like the Raiders are gonna have to go out there and try to find a way to get a Caleb fucking Williams or get a Drake May or get a Jaden Daniels, one of these young kids, bro, that can sell tickets. That's exciting. You know what I mean? That's what the NFL wants, dude. It's an offensive league. They want these young superstar quarterbacks going out there throwing 300, 400 yards a game and multiple touchdowns because that's going to make them more money. So that's why I
it's
think the quarterback position and the head coaching position, that's the two of the biggest things. And the main reason why I want Harbaugh so much is because he can make chicken soup out of chicken shit when it comes to quarterbacks, dude.
yeah. Alex Smith, like you know what I mean. The whole
Yeah. Alex Smith was a fucking loser, bro, a
yeah,
perennial loser before he got there, dude. And not only did he turn Alex Smith around in San Francisco, Alex Smith went over to Kansas City and won multiple AFC West titles after that.
yeah. That was crazy too. Yeah, and we so what do you think like free agent wise, like, or do you think we could just go with our rookie, like we trade up and then we just start the rookie, or do you think we have Aiden pretty much start until the rookie's ready, or do you want us to get a free agent?
Well, I think the only like free agent quarterback that would give the Raiders a chance to win right now that I know is a free agent is Kirk Cousins. But the only
Yeah.
thing that worries me about that, though, is he's like 33, 34 years old, and he has a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
So that's a bad injury. You know what I mean? So in my honest opinion, bro, first off, I'm getting rid of Hoyer. Hoyer's got to go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Mandatory.
next year, I'm bringing in a rookie. If the Raiders aren't sold at quarterback, dude, the first round pick, I'm drafting a rookie quarterback, and I'm gonna let him compete with Aiden. You know what I mean? And if Aiden can beat him out, I mean, as long as we get a starting quarterback out of Aiden or the rookie, bro, I'm happy because we just need a quarterback. And if you look at Aiden's numbers, like his numbers really weren't that bad, dude.
No.
Barring all the circumstances, bro, all the shit he had to go through, coming in mid-season, taking over a team that he probably should have had no right starting at all this year, dude, and played the way he
Yeah.
did. Like he played
Yeah.
well. The Vikings game we scored 0 points. Oh yeah, well whatever. But at the same time, the offensive line couldn't block to save their fucking life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and that's another reason why I think Jimmy Garoppolo had so many interceptions, dude. The offensive line just couldn't block nobody. It doesn't matter who the
Yeah.
fuck the quarterback was.
Yeah, yeah, and that was the thing too. Like I believe because you could tell like Jimmy was rushed. You know what I mean? Everything he
Yep.
was happy. He had the
He had
happy
happy
feet.
feet. Yep. He had happy feet, dude. He wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's why I say we got to fix this line. We got to beef. We got to get some 330 pound. You know what I'm saying? These big dudes, man. Like, and because that'll open up for both for the running game, running lanes, and for it'll give Aiden time. I actually liked what I seen out of Aiden this last game. How he started. It seems like
Oh yeah.
he anticipated his throws a lot better. Like he threw early, but it was but it was on time. Instead of him holding the ball, he was kind of he showed flashes of getting rid of the ball and being able to anticipate.
Well, you've seen him get more and more comfortable as every game that he played, bro. But at the same time, it was tough for him, though, because even though he was playing multiple games, we kept shuffling our offensive line. Dog, 1 week it was Illuminor, the next week it was Munford. Oh, and then this week we're gonna put Parham at center. We're gonna put Meredith at guard. And then this week we're gonna put Parham back at guard. We're gonna put Alex Bars back at center. Oh, now we don't have Colton Miller, so now we're gonna put fucking Thayer Munford at left tackle. Like, dude, it was literally a revolving door on the offensive line all fucking year, bro. And it don't matter who the fucking quarterback is, dude. If you cannot protect your quarterback, you're not going to win the National Football League. You want to know the reason why Tom Brady was so successful and so good? Because he had a great fucking offensive line every single year of his career, dude. He never got fucking sacked more than like 20, 25 times, dude. He was
Exactly.
protected, dude.
And he kept his same guys.
Yep,
Like for years they kept the same line, and it was
yep.
consistency. You know what I mean? And that's what like even I thought that's what last year was about. Remember we kept shuffling the line in, trying to find the best combo, and still ended up with the same combo.
Well, see, this is the thing too, right? It's the offensive line is probably the biggest group on your team. That continuity means everything, bro. Like those guys have to be playing with each other, bro. Like year in and year out. They have to be like brothers, kicking with each other outside of football, all that shit, dude. Like everybody knows, your offensive line literally has to be the most fucking stable part, pretty much of your entire team, outside of quarterback, if you want to be successful, dude. Because it's hard to trust the guy next to you. You know what I mean? And that can go for any position, right? But on the offensive line, that's literally what it is. Because your fucking dude is right next to you. So it's like you got to trust him to be able to make his block. So you don't have to go out of your way and try to overcompensate to make his block and your block. Because when you do that, that's when the quarterbacks get fucked up and you lose games.
Exactly.
So,
And he's not the
but no,
yeah.
I think next year Illuminor's got to go, bro. Illuminor's got to go. Andre James got to go. I would put Parham I'd put Parham at center. Go out there and get a guard or two, and then get a right tackle, dog. But I like Parham. I like Colton. But the rest of the offensive line, it's kind of like I like Munford too, but he's a young guy. But the rest of the offensive line could pretty much be completely redone. I think we got two cornerstones with Parham and
Yeah.
Colton, but the other three positions are up in the air. You know what I mean? I think Parham's better suited to play guard, so that means we need two guards. I think he's better suited to play center. That means we need two guards and we need a right tackle.
Yeah, and I did one last week on because there is slim pickings in free agency. So unless
Yeah.
we trade for somebody. But I'm good with us getting somebody, like because I know a lot of players, like a lot of people like to tuck players on that practice squad. So I'm
Hmm.
good with swapping out these like Hoyer and all these cats, like sign somebody off someone's, like a guard off someone's practice squad that they're trying to hold on to. Get
Yeah.
rid of Hoyer, put him on our roster, and then just comb this league for some talent, and it's cheap. You know what I mean? We'll get these people for cheap, and it's development players.
Well, I'm excited to see how Meredith looks last year because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of impressed by Meredith. I thought Meredith played all right, dude. You know what I'm saying? And Meredith's a young player. I think this is only like his second year in the league, dude. He's a solid young depth piece on the O line. But in those couple games that he got to play, I thought he looked pretty solid for being as young as he was. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's pieces. We have guys on the offensive line like Munford may be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Meredith may be a starter, but we don't know yet. We have to go into next year and see. But yeah, we gotta shore up that O line, dude. There's too many fucking question marks on this O line, dude. At some very important positions, dog. If they don't put Parham at center, dude, your most important part of your offensive line is your center.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's the quarterback of your O line. So, and Andre James, I'm sorry, but he's got to go, dude. Like terrible, dude. He's fucking
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. He gets
I tried to give
power
him the
rush there.
benefit. Yeah, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt for a couple years, dude. But this year was my breaking point, dude. He was getting blown up. He was getting Josh Jacobs killed, dude.
Yeah, and I get it. It was cheap. You know what I mean? Like our line has
Yeah,
been like that for the last couple of years because we can't really afford to kind of. Well, we couldn't afford then, but now I think is the time we're like, okay, we're seeing that, and it's standing out that that is a weak point. Because I agree with you with the two, with James and Luminor, needing upgrades. Because everyone else, I think, is for the most part doing their job. I like Mumford too. Mumford was holding it down against Mac one of those games, the last
fuck
game.
yeah, bro. And he was a seventh round pick, dog. He definitely outplayed his draft status, bro. Seventh round picks be lucky if they even touch the football field as a starter, bro.
Exactly.
Especially go out and then not to mention go out there and make the most of your starting opportunity the way he did, bro. Because not only did he go out there and start, bro, but he looked really fucking good.
Like
So
Zamir too. Like Zamir, I talk bad about Zamir. Like,
yeah, me too.
and like I kind of liked a little bit of what I seen, but I know it was the holes. He was hitting some good holes too, but I liked how he ran. But I know I'm not going to say he's going to be the number one. You know what I mean? I think he'd be a good
Yeah.
complimentary back. And do you think we're gonna try to franchise tag JJ again, or you think it's over?
Yeah, I think there's only one or two options, dog. Either you're gonna have to franchise tag Josh Jacobs again, or you have to let him go. Like there's
Yeah.
no other options, bro. He's a good running back, dude, but he's not in the realm of the top backs in terms of getting paid like a top back because he's only had one really good year. The top backs, the Derrick Henrys, the Christian McCaffreys, the Nick Chubbs, to say the least, right? Those guys have done it year in and year out, been best back in the league, maybe the second best back in the league. They do it year in and year out. Josh did it one time, dude. And after one time, he wanted to be the highest paid running back in the league. Like, that's not how it works, dude.
Yeah.
This shit's about consistency. You got to come in and year out and do it, bro. If you don't do it, you're not going to get paid like that, dude. You don't see that's where a lot of teams fuck up, dude. They pay these one-hit wonder players, bro, a shit ton of money for one season. They come out, bro, on a 5-year deal, dude, and completely suck for the rest of their contract, dude. And then you have to cut them after 2 years and eat a whole shit ton of dead money. Fuck that, dude.
Exactly.
Fuck that, bro. I'd rather bring in fucking Derrick Henry before fucking giving Josh Jacobs a shit ton of money, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah. Now, imagine that Zeus and him.
Yeah, and then imagine Josh Jacobs goes to fucking Tennessee,
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
just swap out for the most part.
And it sucks that we can't get anything off of it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
because even if we franchise tag, no one's gonna pay that. No one's gonna pay that price.
Yeah, and franchise tag's even a lot of money, bro. Franchise tag like $12, $13 million this year, bro. I don't even know if I want to give Josh
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And see
I
now
said,
we.
I said clear as day. I don't think Josh Jacobs deserves more than $8 million, bro. And I'm just being real. That's just my personal take, dude. $8 million would be the max I would pay him. I wouldn't pay him not a penny more.
Yeah, especially like, and it looks like this year. I think he missed the last four or last.
Mm-hmm.
So There it
He
goes.
misses games every single year, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Every single year he misses games. He's only had one season where he didn't miss games, dog, and that was last year when he had that fucking league leading fucking the rushing champion, dog. I mean, you can't go out there and pay a running back that's always hurt, dude. Like, you got to come out and prove that you can stay healthy first and foremost. And he didn't this year. He needed, in my opinion, Josh Jacobs had to stay healthy this year, bro, and he couldn't. And there you
Yeah.
go, bro. Now your contract and your time of being a Raiders probably almost over, dude. And I think he understands that too. The only way I think that the Raiders keep him, dude, is if he's willing to take a discount for Antonio Pierce. And if he likes Antonio Pierce the way the Raiders keep Antonio Pierce, I could see him signing for $8 million with an incentive based contract where he can make 10 if he runs for 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. We can give him 10. Like I'd give him $10 million if you can guarantee me Josh Jacobs is going to get 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. I would give him 12. You know what I mean? But there's no guarantee in that. So they said there's
Yeah.
no guarantee, and he has a history of being injury prone and inconsistent. It's not worth it, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking the risk outweighs the reward, in my opinion.
And you remember last year when he said that he would play for the tag if things were fixed and stuff like that. You think he was talking about that line? Because we were thinking he was talking about maybe the quarterback, or what I'm saying, like. But when you think about it, was he taking a shot at the line?
I think he was taking a shot at the organization as a whole, bro. To be
Yeah.
honest, because same way Max is doing right now, dog. Like he wants guys around him. He'll take less money if we go out there and you know give that money less to and get like a big name wide receiver or build an elite defense. I think because if we can build an elite defense, that's going to take pressure off of Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? Because he knows his defense is going to be able to get stops. So
Yeah, that's and
they
that
just
that whole thing, the defense surprised. Like we thought it was going to be the offense that was going to shine, but man, we found a defense.
yeah, and see that's another thing you got to give Antonio Pierce credit for, bro. Like our defense was like I think ranked 21st. Like it was right outside middle of the pack when McDaniels was the coach. And as soon as Antonio Pierce took over, dude, we went from having like the 22nd or 21st, 22nd ranked defense to where at the end of the year we had like the 8th ranked defense or the 7th ranked defense. Dog, we had 40 something
Sheesh.
sacks, bro. When the fuck was the last time the Raiders had 40 plus sacks in the season, bro? When the fuck was the last time the Raiders had 10 plus interceptions in a year, bro? It's been forever, bro. The interceptions have been at least since 2016. We
We've
haven't had
been
that many
begging.
interceptions since 2016.
We've been begging for turnovers. Yeah,
It's
and then
crazy,
as
bro. That's the key to the NFL, dude. You got to have a defense, bro. I don't give a fuck how good your offense is, dude. If you can't stop nobody, it don't matter, bro. Because all they're gonna do, all right. So say for example, like the Chiefs, right? Oh, the Chiefs.
mhm,
All they're gonna do, bro, is just run the ball and keep him on the sideline. Who gives a fuck how good your offense is if it's standing on the fucking sideline the entire game because you
exactly,
can't stop the run. You can't stop the
exactly.
run, so they're just standing there watching.
hmm
So and and we've been horrible at that for years, dude. One of our worst defenses has been against the run. If you can't stop the run and run the football, dude, you're not winning at the National Football League level, dog. It's not
Yeah,
happening.
def.
And we've been
Because
able to run
all
the ball, we just can't stop it.
Yeah, then that's been our thing for years, and it's
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, if we can't stop the run, that's what kills us. That's
Yep.
those games that okay, we need the ball back, so we just got to get the ball back, and they break a 20-yard run or like a 15-yarder.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like it just kills us. So
And not being able to get off the field on third down, dude, that's been another big fucking thorn in our side forever, bro. Like on defense, dude, if you play lights out on first and second down, dude, the Raiders get the defense, the offense at like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, bro. Them motherfuckers would convert on us, bro. Like how the fuck we hold you motherfuckers to negative yards the first 2 plays on third down, you bitches bust a 25-yard pass out, bro. Like that shit is
exactly,
lame as fuck, dude.
exactly.
Like it's an obvious passing down, third down and long. That's when you should be able to stop an offense, dude. It's an obvious passing situation, dude. It would be obvious, and we still couldn't get off the fucking football field, bro. Because when you playing against teams that want to run the football, dog, most teams that are good at running, they're fucking complacent with settling for third downs. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get off the fucking field on third down, dude, that's really going to hurt your run defense, dude, because they're just going to keep running the ball. They're going to get to third down. They're going to be in a good situation to where it's going to be like 3rd and medium to where it's going to be a favorable matchup for the offense, dude. They're going to convert, and then guess what they're going to do? They're going to keep running the fucking football.
Yeah, and I forgot what game that was. I think was that the Minnesota game. How they got us at the end, or it was one of those games. It was close to that game, but that's how they killed us in the end. They were like, "Oh, well, until they stop it, shit, we're just gonna keep running."
Yep. Yep. I
But
think that
Chicago,
was the Minnesota game because Mullins came in, bro, and he didn't really do much, dude. They just ran the fucking football.
yeah, And
I
it was the
fucking hate Nick Mullins, bro.
backup
He's
guy too, the Raider
Mullins is
killer.
2-0 versus the Raiders, bro. He ain't never lost to the Raiders, bro.
I know that's crazy.
2
And
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 0.
we traded him away too. That
Yeah,
was that
I liked Mullins, bro.
yeah, he had some spunk too. Like he had,
I like Mullins more than Hoyer. That's a fucking fact.
oh hell. I like everybody over Hoyer.
Shit, give me
Yeah.
Derek Carr back over fucking Hoyer, and I hate Derek Carr.
I know that's the thing. And, and it's I'm sorry guys, but I'm kind of happy that he didn't make the playoffs. Like
Me too.
because
Fuck
because
yeah.
I was so sick of him saying that the defense was the blame and it was our fault. And then you go to the weakest team or the weakest division and you still don't make the playoffs. So I
You
mean,
get
it's
outplayed by Baker Mayfield, dog.
exact Baker's the DC killer, the
Yeah,
DC sniper.
and just like he got DC last year, bro, when he was on the fucking Rams, dog. He
Yeah,
fucking was on the fucking team for like 2 days and beat Derek Carr.
hell yeah. And that's the
Nah, but I
thing.
mean, I'm happy. I'm happy he lost, bro, because if the fucking Saints would have found a way to make the playoffs, bro, dude, you know how much us Raider fans would have never heard the end of that, bro.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
you guys let him go, and he took them to the playoffs. Blah 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 blah. Dude, the
Yeah.
Raiders had the same record as the Saints, bro, and we had to overcome way more than they had to overcome, dude. We had, like I said, we went through the coaching changes. We went through
Yeah.
multiple quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like we dealt with a shitty ass defense for fucking more than half the season. Like Derek Carr had fucking pretty much everything in line for him to be successful, dude. He still couldn't do it.
Yeah, it had
What?
he had the defense, the running game, he took a couple of the Raiders with him, took a,
Huh?
like he took a couple Raiders. Uh yeah, it's he is who he is. And that's the thing. I stood on pretty much saying that he's a good quarterback, but he's not the guy that's going to take us, to where we need to get to. And it's kind of like how Aiden, there's some things I like about Aiden, but there's some things that I hope over this off season he develops, like a running game. He can just scramble a little bit or just kind of navigate the pocket, be more decisive. He held on to the ball a lot this year, and he took a lot of sacks that took us out of field goal range, and that we were so close in games that those points could have mattered at the end. So, but for what he was, I'm definitely impressed. Like he impressed in preseason, and he was able to get his time to develop, and hopefully, being that he got the experience, to the end of the season, he could kind of pick up where he left off, and just kind of grow. And then there's definitely things he needs to develop, like the running part of his game. I mean, I don't want him to be running all the time, but on these 3rd-and-1s, if we do pass the ball or whatever, if we do, I would like for him to, if it's not there, to be able to get at least 1 yard, because Tom Brady was slow as hell, but he still was able to get first downs consistently, because no one really thought about him as a threat, because like the first game against Denver this year, nobody expected Jimmy Garoppolo at the end of that game to start running, because his he's coming off a broken foot, they're injury prone. But I give it to Jimmy for that game, and that game kind of only. But he was able to grind out some runs that ended the game, that extended the drive and gave us the win. And that's what kind of was, I felt, like I said, it was game 1, but I was like, yes, finally somebody that's going to get the yards that are there, go get the run, do whatever, break your neck to get the first down, whatever you got to do, but sacrifice for your team. And, it didn't last long, but that's kind of what we need, because it's not going to, 10 yards, it's in the NFL, it's hard to get. So, and it
Mm-hmm.
sometimes looks like we make it difficult. But
No, you made a good point there too, dude. I mean, if you go back and look at Tom Brady in his early part of his career, like obviously he was never an athletic guy, he was never mobile. But Tom Brady in his young career, dude, even he would scramble and make some yards. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest hits I ever seen, dude. Tom Brady got killed by a Bills linebacker like in his first full season as a starter, dude. He absolutely killed him. Like, in this day and age, bro, you would have went to jail for hitting a quarterback like that. That's how hard Tom Brady got hit, dude. Like he got
Hell yes.
killed. But see, that's the thing. Like you said, bro, like as an NFL quarterback, dude, you got to be able to pick up 1 yard, bro. Like if they call a pass play, dude, and it's not there, bro, you got to find a way to get that yard, bro. And like you said, I don't want Aiden O'Connell to be no run first quarterback or nothing like that. But at the same time, the way the league is now, bro, like if you look at some of these quarterbacks, bro, like they you look at Burrow, you look at Allen, you look at some of these real good quarterbacks, right? These guys are really good at creating unscripted offense, bro. When the play breaks down, that's in my opinion, that's the best time to attack a defense, bro. Let the play break down a little bit, roll out of the pocket. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because DBs can only cover for so long, bro. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's what made Aaron Rodgers so great throughout his career, dude. In my opinion, Aaron Rodgers is probably one of the best unscripted quarterbacks I ever seen play, bro. Because it's like almost like sometimes he would snap the ball and wait for the play to break down a little bit and then roll out and then give his receiver some time to get open and hit him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the league that we're in now, dude. That's where big plays come from, bro. And you have to have a quarterback that can create unscripted offense. That was one of my biggest knocks on Derek is he can't create unscripted offense. Once the play
Exactly.
breaks down, he fumbles or he throws the ball away or he gets sacked. Like that's Carr for you, bro. He can't operate on the fly, bro. And we need a quarterback that can operate on the fly because in the NFL, especially the way the defenses are built now with all these pass rushers and shit, right? These guys are paid to stop you, bro. So you got to be able to engineer on the fly, bro. You got to be able to come up with something on the fly that this defense hasn't prepared for all week, because these defenses are prepared for you, bro. It's when you can come up with this unscripted shit that defense hasn't been able to practice against all week is when you expose defenses, bro. And then when you keep doing that, you break their fucking wheel, bro. And once you break a defense's wheel, all that shit you practice, even the simple shit throughout the week, is going to start breaking their back, dude, because you already broke their wheel already. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And see, oh, so I don't. So even Penix, right? Penix like really mobile?
I don't know, bro. I don't really watch college football, to be honest. I like Michael Penix from what I saw from him. My biggest issue
Yeah.
with Penix, dude, is he's had multiple fucking torn ACLs, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
scary. You know what I mean? Like if we could get him in the second or the third or something, I would probably snatch him. But I think the
Damn.
Raiders need a first round pick quarterback, dude. Like I feel like they need to trade up for one of these guys or something. They need their guy,
Yeah.
dude.
Who do you like for say if we do trade up, who would you like?
The only quarterback that I've really watched, bro. I
Yeah.
like Caleb Williams, bro, but I don't like the fact that he cries. And I don't like the fact that he paints his nails, bro. So I'm out on him.
Yeah.
But I like Jaden Daniels, dude, that kid from LSU. The only thing that scares me, bro, is that what college did we draft our last first round quarterback from? You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
from
yeah.
LSU, right?
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I don't want to go. So that worries me a little bit, bro. But in my opinion, dude, Jaden Daniels is the guy, especially if you keep AP because AP coached Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? So that's my guy. That's who I want.
Yeah, I hope he'll be there, man. Oh, I hope he'll
He
be there
might
at
even be there
13.
where we're at right now, even at 13. That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
might be there at 13. It just depends. It just the fucked up thing is, bro, is that where we're at, there's a lot of quarterback needy teams in front of us right now, bro. So the
Yeah.
fact that the chance of him being there is slim. That's why everybody, including myself, I think if the Raiders want a quarterback, we're gonna have to trade up for one, dude. You know what I mean? So if we can find
Yeah.
a way, like I love Devontae Adams, but if we can find a way to finesse a first round pick from the Jets, bro, Devontae Adams is gone, bro. I'm sorry, but he can go to the Jets, bro, and go with Aaron Rodgers and give us a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. Cause I think, so honestly, people may think, kind of feel different, but I feel like Devontae kind of had handicapped our offense a little bit because people were able, we tried to force feed the ball to Devontae and it kind of gave, like we were predictable, and I feel like
Yep.
we need to add like another, because I was talking about like a T. Higgins or something like that, like adding another piece like that so we could spread this offense out. Because, it
The
was just
Raiders
the,
need more than just an elite wide receiver, bro. Like we're far away from just needing an elite wide receiver to go to the fucking Super Bowl, bro. So
yeah,
I'm all for just having a solid number one and Jacoby Myers like a T Higgins,
hmm
bro. I wouldn't be mad off if we got rid of Devontae Adams and got a first round pick and then brought in T Higgins, bro, and teamed him up
yeah,
with Jacoby Myers because we have a good tight end. I think Michael Mayer is going to be really fucking good. I think Trey Tucker is going to be really fucking good. I think we got receivers.
yeah. And I think it goes back to the line, that line. You know what I mean? Just
Yep.
once we fix the line, it's gonna allow time for us to actually, get to our receivers. I like Trey Tucker's last game. It kind of showed
Yep.
some flashes of what can be. So I think just adding a couple more pieces here and there, because we're not as bad as it used to be. You know what I mean? Where it was like, damn, we need everything. We need safety, linebacker. We need, it's kind of like on offense, we don't really need a lot, just to shore up that line and then our quarterback.
Yeah, except we need the most important position, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Which is the quarterback. That's the hardest position to get. That's the fucked up part. That's
yeah. And
why, like, as much as I didn't like Derek Carr, like the Raiders kind of were kind of blessed having Carr for all them years because Carr wasn't great, but at least he was a serviceable quarterback to where you didn't have to worry about having to need a quarterback every single year. Now we're in a position to where we got to find that guy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'm kind of grateful for that. As much as I disliked Carr. I like the Raiders where we're at now more than with Carr. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because
yeah,
now I feel like we can go out and get our guy because I feel like Derek Carr was more of a, how can I say this? He was more of a John Gruden guy, more of a Dennis Allen guy, more of a
yeah,
Jack Del Rio guy. Like AP needs his guy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Or whoever our coaches needs his guy. Carr was the guy for too long, dude, and it just never worked out, bro. You can't consistently keep missing the playoffs, dog, or going to the playoffs 1 year out of 9 years and just continue to stick around, bro. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is winning a Super Bowl. And if you can't even get to the playoffs, but once in 9 years or twice in 9 years, bro, like, sorry, but you're probably never going to win a Super Bowl with that quarterback.
Yeah. And we heard the same thing over there. I've heard the whispers of they don't like him over there in New Orleans. So it's like
Yeah, I mean, Saints fans are already tired of Derek Carr, bro.
at 1 year in, and we lasted 9 years with this dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of will give Carr the benefit of the doubt, just because if you look at his career over the time of his career, I mean, he usually doesn't play well the first year in a system. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
usually year two is when he looks good, but at the same time, I mean, he better be good next year, bro. He's what, year 11? Fuck, bro, better
Yeah.
be fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
By
I still feel like the Saints are still kind of fucked though, dude. They're in salary cap prison right now, so
yeah.
they're already
Yeah.
saying they might have to get rid of Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara next year.
Damn. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy too. I would like to. I don't know. I'm trying to. Oh, so I did. I did a. So my live last week I did, and I was talking about the backup for Baltimore, Tyler Huntley,
Oh yeah, Tyler Huntley.
and then of course he has a terrible. It was a rainy game or whatever, but of course he has a terrible game. It was like a couple hours after I did the podcast. I didn't even know they were playing that day, but he was
Yeah,
kind of a player that he has some speed, as a quarterback, and I've seen him. He so when Lamar got injured, he was able to maintain and still win games with him, and he's not Lamar Jackson, but he can do Lamar Jackson type things. And so
yeah,
I was thinking if we do draft somebody, he would be somebody cool that would he's at least mobile and we can see what it looks like until our whoever we draft as a rookie kind of develops. But yeah, I don't know. I it was a rainy game, so it's kind of hard to say if it was just the rain, but I don't know because there's like you said, Kirk Cousins is about the number one. I think is Baker Mayfield one of those two?
I think yeah, he's only on a 1 year deal, but I think Tampa's gonna bring him back.
Yeah, probably too.
They'd be
And he
stupid
made
to
the
not
play.
bring him back. Yeah, they'd be stupid
Yeah,
after he took them to the playoffs. They'd be stupid to not bring him back. They ain't got no other quarterbacks.
yeah. And then Mike Evans, I think over there is a free agent this year too.
Yeah, it's
I want to
gonna.
see.
But see, like you were talking about Huntley, right? Like that last game, I don't put a ton of that loss on Huntley, bro. Like the Baltimore
Yeah,
Ravens, their seed was already locked, bro. They benched a whole shit ton of their starters, and the Steelers had to play everybody, bro, because they needed to win to get to the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah,
Huntley was under a lot of pressure, bro, because he's playing with a bunch of backups,
yeah.
fucking playing against a team that had to win that game or their season was over. Like there was a lot to put into that game. So I like Huntley, bro. I like him. I think he's a good backup quarterback.
Yeah, see, and I was thinking like that would be a good little bridge because it's something it's going to be cheap, and he's
Mm-hmm.
got some skill. There is some skill there, and he does have the mobility, and he does. I mean, throw like I said in that game, it was kind of hard to tell like the accuracy wise, but from what I seen, and I don't watch a lot of Baltimore games, but from what I seen, I kind of checked out his stuff because he was pretty raw in college too.
I mean, Huntley
And
was a Pro Bowl alternate a couple years ago.
yeah, like I think it was DC's last year. Him and
Yeah,
DC made the Pro Bowl. You know, they called
yeah.
it kind of fluke. It was kind of fluky, but you know,
Shit, he
but
still
yeah,
made though. There's a lot of quarterbacks that
yeah,
ain't never even been an alternate to the Pro Bowl. Shit. So
exactly.
that's
So
that's a huge accomplishment.
I'm hoping if Baltimore, if say if Baltimore does win, you know, they'll kind of. I'm sure they're probably not going to worry about keeping them, you know, because they got their bowl. They're not going to be really worried about the backup quarterback position, but that would be, you know, that'd be somebody that we can kind of get for the low. So that's why I was kind of combing different, you know, free agent options and stuff like that, just kind of see what we could do.
Well, see, me personally, bro, I think Harbaugh likes Huntley a lot. I don't think Harbaugh's gonna let Huntley get out of there. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion because he's had him. I think he's had Huntley like ever since he was a rookie, dude. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And I think he likes Huntley, bro. Otherwise, he'd have let him go a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like maybe he knows, Lamar Jackson's play style. You know, he's bound to get hurt at some point. So they
yeah,
they want to keep at least somewhat of a serviceable quarterback as their backup. And as much as I would love Huntley, I don't think they're gonna let that man leave the building just because of Lamar Jackson, his play style, dude. He's destined to get hurt. So I think they'd rather have somebody on the team that not only is a serviceable quarterback like Huntley, but a guy that knows the team. Like that dude's been there his entire career. Like he knows how these guys like to play. He knows their cadences and shit like that. So that kind of shit's hard to replace, bro.
yeah. And then when we let go of Chase Garbers, that's when remember I was saying like I said that was the only mobile quarterback that we, you know, close to mobile quarterback we
And
had.
I liked Garbers too, dude.
I did too, man. Yeah, I'm a Cal fan for sure. So like, I definitely, you know, I seen a couple of his games and stuff too. But yeah, he, you know, and I don't even think he landed anywhere, did he?
No, I don't even think he's in the league, bro. I don't even think he's on the
That's
practice squad.
see, I feel like Garber should have had Hoyer's spot, no doubt.
Yep, me too. Me too. There ain't no, in my opinion, there's no way in hell Hoyer should have even been on this team last year, bro.
Yeah,
He is
there's
terrible, bro. The only reason why he was on the team is because he's a fucking ex-Patriot. That's the only reason why he was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think McDaniel's brought like a lot of those players. I think that he liked it, you know, kind of either looked up to him. He brought a lot of these bums over here and didn't even play them. You know, they
I
were
would have
just
rather brought in Cam
collecting a
Newton than
check.
goddamn fucking Hoyer, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I
And I
know.
don't even
Remember
like Cam Newton.
hey, I was gonna say at the beginning we were talking like hell no with Cam, but then shit, compared to Hoyer, I would
After
say
seeing a
Cam
year
for
of
sure.
Hoyer, like, fuck no, give me Cam, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah, and it's
Bro,
so
that game
sad.
where we started Hoyer, bro, fucking, I bet you
Yeah.
Cam Newton probably would have won that game.
Oh yeah. Like if we had to put Cam in that Minnesota game, we would have won that game.
Yeah. What game was that fucking sorry ass Brian Hoyer started in? I forget.
Was it not the chart? It wasn't the Chargers, yeah, or was it?
No,
You
I
know,
don't
no, I
think it was
think.
the Chargers. Because Aiden O'Connell played against the Chargers the first and the second time.
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
forget who he played against, dude. I think it was some bum ass team too, dog, and we lost to them. We're like, why the fuck you gonna start?
Chicago was it Chicago?
Shit, I think it was Chicago. Yep, I think it was, bro.
Yeah, because I think remember
Well,
they were talking about he used to play there and all that kind of
or he
stuff, and
used to
yeah,
be from Chicago or something like that.
yeah, and man,
Yep,
it looked
I
like
think
he
it
never
was. Yep,
been.
it
It looked
definitely
like he
was
never.
Chicago, bro, because he lost to Tyler Badgett.
Yeah, which is
Yep, it was
crazy.
Hoyer now. It was. Now that I think about it, I mean, it was Chicago that we started Hoyer at, bro. I feel like Aiden O'Connell would have beat Tyler Badgett's bum ass. Dude, he sucks.
Yeah, I was, and I think we were all surprised that he didn't start that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're
we
like,
were.
what the? Yeah, it
Because
was
we're like,
like,
how are you going
why?
to go out there and start Aiden O'Connell versus the Chargers,
Yeah,
dude? And then now against the Bears, you're going to go out there and start Hoyer, dude. Don't even make sense.
yeah, that's insane. Because and
That's
I
that's
hate.
Josh McDaniels for you, though, bro. Josh McDaniels wanted to prove everybody right. Oh, I got Hoyer. Hoyer's him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was
Yeah,
wrong, dude. And I think that's what ultimately was one of the reasons that costed him his job, dude. He should have started Aiden O'Connell a long time ago, dude. Once motherfucking Garoppolo started having issues, dude, he should have got taken the fuck off the field. But
yeah, it's
McDaniels didn't want to swallow his pride, bro.
yeah, and it was, and that's why I feel like he was headed in that tank direction. You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
it's like, because remember I would always say like we are not this bad. How are we losing these damn
Yeah.
games? There is
Yeah.
no way we are this fucking bad. And it's like we weren't that bad. It's just we needed because I feel like the players that were playing because of their contracts and not
Yep.
putting the best players that can actually be, you know, the best players at that position. It was just pretty much like Derek Carr. We had Derek starting because his contract made it to where it'd be stupid of us to not start him, you know what I mean? Because we're paying him all this money. And it's like we've never put competition to compete with him, to be able to, maybe one day overtake. And that's what we got to stop doing too, is paying guys before they even do anything. It's like give them a
Yeah.
chance to show that they're the player. You know what I mean? Make
Yeah,
them
they
earn
got to
it.
be consistent. Like we said earlier about Josh Jacobs, bro. Like you can't just
Yeah,
go out there and pay Josh Jacobs all this money, bro. It's not
exactly.
a smart football move. Paying running backs has notoriously been a bad move, bro, for decades, bro. And you're gonna go sign to make this dude one of the top paid running backs after one good year? Fuck that.
Exactly.
Especially
Yeah.
to see the way Zamir White played. Like, I mean, I'll give credit to Zamir White, but at the same time, dude, our offensive line was opening up fucking holes like the Red Sea, bro. Like, if we had Josh Jacobs in those games, I bet you Josh Jacobs would have had good games too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Zamir White wasn't having to deal with getting blown up in the fucking backfield every time he got the ball like Josh Jacobs was having to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Just like Josh Jacobs had that negative rushing game, bro. He's the only rusher in NFL history to come off a year where he led the league in rushing to have a negative fucking rushing game the next year.
yeah. So now, and then we were trying to get him more money and all this kind of stuff in the off season, and it's like they were actually right. They were like, you know what? I think we can, because remember the running back by committee game? I think it was the which one was that? Where I think it was the Chargers where I think everybody scored,
Yeah, that was
but
the second Chargers game where
yeah, where
Brandon
we didn't.
Bolden had the fucking the direct snap for a touchdown, the Wildcat, like all of our
Yeah,
Amir Abdullah scored a
I
lot.
liked what we did there. That was I actually like just I think everything went right that game. You know what I mean? It was like we've seen it all go bad for the most part this year, and then that was the one game where it felt like that's what our offense was supposed to be clicking like.
Well, see, I'm never against, like, as much as I was a fan of Josh Jacobs, like I was never against a running back by committee. I was just
Mm.
against the running back by committee that we had over Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I don't like Brandon Bolden. You know what I'm
no,
saying? I didn't like Zamir White. Amir Abdullah's okay, but he's old,
yeah,
bro. Like his best days are
yeah,
behind him. Like I would rather Josh Jacobs over all three of those guys. But I mean,
yeah,
Zamir White, come towards the end of the year, he's starting to look good, and I have to be one of the first people to eat crow, bro, because I was the first advocate of Zamir White. In my opinion, of Zamir White sucks. I remember after his first preseason game on the Raiders, I told everybody, bro, this dude cannot see the hole for nothing, dude. He would run
yeah,
into a light pole in the middle of the desert, bro. And there ain't even no goddamn light poles in the desert, but
yeah.
he'd find a way to run in one. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like, and I was right all the way up until this year, bro. And I'm glad that I'm wrong now, bro, because I like Zamir White, dude. I'm a Georgia fan. I know Zamir White's a good running back, dude. It's just his vision was just like, dude, you can't see, like, you can't. If the run breaks down, dude, you got to find a way to get positive yardage out of that shit, bro. You can't just fall down or grab onto the back of your fucking offensive lineman and expect him to put him on your shoulders like a piggyback ride or something, dude. That's what he was
exactly.
doing. You got to find a way to fall forward or do something, dude. And he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he definitely hit, he definitely hit these holes a lot better. And it's like I'm glad that we were wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's like
yeah, me too.
I
Fuck
want
yeah.
these guys to prove us wrong. Like, but you see what we see what we see. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And it's like the only thing we can judge you on is what you put out there on the field. So,
And I
but
think everybody's eating crow right now on Zamir White. Like nobody thought Zamir White was going to be good. Like everybody had pretty much washed their hands with Zamir White. Like, oh fuck, dude, this guy's fucking horrible, dude. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And we got him and Brandon Bolden. Like Brandon Bolden's fucking old as shit too, dude. Like we're fucked. If Jacob go down, we're
yeah,
fucked.
yeah,
But no, I mean, he made the most of his opportunity. But at the same time, you got to give a lot of credit to way that, like I said, that offensive line in the last 4 or 5 games, dude, they played their fucking asses off, bro.
yeah.
They made it. They
It's
made it easy for him, bro.
Yeah, and it's like every year we're like 1 or 2 wins away. You know what I mean? But and it's like I'm.
Yep.
It looked like the season was gonna be over by like week 5. You know what I mean? But it was like the way we pretty much made it a fight. So we got knocked out. I think it was the second to last game, but
Yep.
we
We got
were
knocked out
there
once we
though.
lost to the Colts. Once we lost to the Colts,
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah, that was disappointing too.
And it's
And we,
crazy because if you go back and look, dude, if we would have beat the Vikings and we would have beat the Colts,
mhm.
which is two teams I feel like we should have beat, dog, we'd be in the playoffs right now.
In the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. It's like the NFL is funny sometimes too because it feels like they know that we're a money team. Like we bring a
Yep.
lot of money, we bring a lot of business, so they keep us relevant at the end. Like I always feel like
Yeah.
that. Like because the way we
So
win
as
in the
long as they
beginning,
can.
Like they always have us winning in the beginning, it feels like, and then we're like, oh, okay, get the hype up, and then it's like, okay, and then they fade off, and then
Mid-season collapse, and then we
yeah,
pick it back up towards the last 4 or 5 games.
it seems consistently because like once people stop, buying the tickets, they're like, oh shit, we got to get them back, get them back winning again, like and it's like it's crazy because our team in the playoffs, oh, they don't want to see us in the playoffs because it's like it's a new season and
Raiders, in my opinion,
we're that surprise team.
in my opinion, if the Raiders would have found a way to make the playoffs this year, dude, like we're a team that can play in cold weather, dude. We were in the last few games, we were able to run the football and stop the run and play defense, dog. And that's playoff football. Teams aren't throwing the
Yeah.
ball in January and February, dude. Teams are looking to run the ball 30 times a game. I mean, look at Miami, bro. It's about to be 3 degrees in Miami with wind chill at -30, bro. Like, you know, the fucking football, like Miami's, in my opinion, as much as I want Kansas City to lose, bro, Miami's probably about to get their fucking ass kicked, dude, because they're not used to playing in that kind of weather, dude. They're used to playing in the heat. So,
Yeah.
but see, this would have been a perfect game for the Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
especially
built
against Kansas City.
Yeah. Yeah, our defense is built for them type of games.
Yeah, especially fucking Patrick Mahomes, bitch ass, bro. Like I said, bro, I've been saying for like the last year, dude, like Max Crosby is Patrick Mahomes fucking that's his fucking kryptonite, dude. Like there's only one pass rusher I feel like in this entire league that actually gets in Patrick Mahomes' head, bro. And that's Max Crosby. How often do you see Patrick Mahomes trash talking the other team, dude? Like he never does that. Usually he always keeps his cool, bro. But whenever he plays the Raiders, dude, he's always fired up against Max Crosby, dude, talking trash and shit, trying to be I'm here. Like, bitch, of course you're here. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, fuck you, dog. Give a fuck about that. Of course you're there, you fucking retard. You're going on the ground on the next play, bitch.
Yeah, I like how this rivalry is headed. It's like I feel like they're not the same, and it's like
it looks like it might actually be a rivalry now, dude. It was never really a rivalry because they kicked our fucking ass every fucking year. It's not a rivalry when you get your ass whooped every single year, bro.
Yeah, that year they put 40 on us twice. I remember I was watching.
They put 40 on us in like fucking the second quarter one year, bro. Like in second quarter they had 40 points. Like goddamn, dude, they had like 7 points going into the second quarter, and then by the end of the second quarter, bro, they had like 38 points or something, bro. They scored like 30 points in one fucking quarter, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then I think it was Tyreek Hill was doing an interview, and he was like, "You guys, they were like, yeah, you guys put up 40 on him." He said, "We could have put up 80." It was just like I can't stand it. Like Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Mahomes, I cannot stand. Like even Chris Jones, but he was a player that I was hoping that we could get, but I know it's expensive. That's kind of out.
Yeah, he's gonna be a free agent too, man. That's my guy, Pizzle's guy, bro. Pizzle wants him bad.
Yeah.
I want Chris Jones too, bro. But he's probably gonna want upwards of $20 million, bro. He's probably gonna want anywhere between $15 and $18 million next year. That's a lot of money.
And doing the Raider thing, how Mark Davis would do this, he would trade Max Crosby and then get Chris Jones.
And Chris Jones, yep, that's Raiders shit right there, bro.
Hey, we'll be looking.
But see, I still think the Raiders could make some big time splashes in free agency. Mark Davis has got to open up his pocketbook, bro, because if you wanna bypass the salary cap, dude, you got to give fucking players guaranteed money. That's the reason why the Chiefs were able to give Patrick Mahomes $500 million in 10 years, bro. Half of his fucking contract was fully guaranteed. Yeah. So they were only paying him $250 million for 10 years, bro. That's $25 million a year against the cap for the best quarterback in the league, dude. They worked that contract beautifully, bro. They worked that shit beautifully, dude. But see, that they're winning right now because they're killing the draft, dude. This is back-to-back years where the Chiefs had fucking rookies take them to the playoffs. Like last year, their fucking whole team was full of rookies, dude. This year, their entire defense is mostly rookies, dude. They have a top 3 defense with mostly all rookies on that bitch.
Yeah, that's one thing they do is draft well, because last year's draft was very good, and this year's draft, they added some good pieces too. Like, what's his name? Kalafdis
or whatever, that pass rusher.
Yeah. And so
last year, dude, they took Isaiah Pacheco 1 pick after we took Britton Brown. We could have had Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, exactly. And we got was it?
I like Britton Brown. I think Britton Brown has a chance to be a future running back for us at some point. I just think the injury really fucked him up this year. Because I honestly thought Britton Brown was the second best running back on our team outside of Josh.
Yeah, him and Josh would have been a good.
I thought he was way better than Zamir White.
Him and Josh would have been a good combination.
Because people were like, "Oh, well, Britton Brown did that shit in the preseason against 3rd and 4th strings." Well, bitch, he was playing with 3rd and 4th stringers. Yeah. He had 3rd and 4th string offensive linemen, a 3rd and 4th string quarterback, 3rd and 4th string wide receivers. Like, and he was still fucking everybody up in the preseason.
Exactly.
We can't fall in love with these preseason running backs, bro. How many fucking preseason running backs we had look super good, bro? Fucking George Atkinson the third, rest in peace. Fucking Trey
Yeah.
Regis. Fucking what was that one fucking running back where his dad played for the Seahawks? Oh, fuck, I can't think of his fucking name, dude. But he was
Oh
fucking
shit.
he was pretty good too. He was a fucking preseason fucking superstar running back.
Damn, you said I forgot George. Yeah. I'm thinking of what's the guy McCormick. I'm thinking about McCormick too.
Sincere McCormick.
Yeah, McCormick. Uh,
Fuck, who was that running back though? That fucking his pops played for Seattle, dude. He was our running back for like 1 year in the preseason. He was fucking everybody up. I just can't think of his name. A lot of people wanted him too.
there was Walters. There was I'm trying to think. Was this a couple years ago? It was
Yeah, bro,
Walters.
this was a while ago. I think this was
Oh,
during the Gruden era. This was during the Gruden
oh,
era. Yeah. I forget his name though. But yeah, his pops played running back for the Seahawks back in the day when the Seahawks were part of the AFC West back in the day. His pops played running back for them. I just can't think of his fucking
oh, damn.
name. But he was really good for us, bro, in the preseason that year. Oh, he was I remember he came in the second preseason. He came in overweight. He was too fat, bro, and they like cut him or something after that. I forget though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, damn. I gotta think of his name. I know who you're talking about now, though. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Not.
he was a preseason superstar running back too.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
His
Yeah,
like his
remember they
name is
they,
right on
they
the
tried
tip of
to
my tongue, and I just can't get it out.
they tried to convert him to a fullback at like right before
Yeah,
they got
yep,
rid of him,
yep,
and then
that dude.
what was his damn name?
Yep,
Yeah, I know who you're
that dude.
talking about though.
But yeah,
Damn.
we've had a flurry of running backs that showed out in the preseason. So maybe that's the reason why they're not completely sold on. Well, at the same time, Britton Brown got injured. So
Yeah. Yeah, so like we said, at least we don't have a lot of holes. It is the most important hole, but I feel like if worst case, if we had to start Aiden, I think it would.
dude, Aiden
I,
Aiden O'Connell had a winning record as a starting quarterback, dude.
yeah, and
Or no, I
and
think
it's
he was
suck.
5-5 because he didn't get it because Pierce was 5-4 with Aiden O'Connell, but Aiden lost to the Chargers, so I think Aiden was
Yeah,
5-5. But shit, he shouldn't have lost that first game against the Chargers, dude. They couldn't protect him. They let Khalil Mack completely ruin that game.
6 sacks or whatever it was, five or
Yep,
six sacks.
six sacks, bro, and three
Yeah,
forced fumbles, bro, and all that shit, bro. Even though Aiden got killed that entire game, he still kept the Raiders in it all the way until the end, bro. And then Josh
yeah,
McDaniels chose to throw the fucking ball on the one
yeah,
fucking yard line, dude, like a fucking retard, dude, on first down.
yeah.
Let's throw the ball on first down and goal, like on the
Idiot.
one. Like, you're a fucking idiot, bro.
Yeah, we could have ran that 4 times and guaranteed got in for sure.
Yep, he was trying to make his best Pete Carroll impression, bro.
Yeah, and see that's what was frustrating too. It's like you out of all people know better. You know what I mean? Like you seen
Chris
that.
Warren, that's
Oh,
his name. I just hit my
oh
tongue.
yeah,
Chris Warren
Chris
was that
Warren.
running back.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Yep, Chris Warren.
I couldn't think of
Damn,
his
that's
name, but yeah, his pops
crazy.
played for Seattle.
Yeah, I remember because they were saying he came overweight, and then they were gonna try to make him maybe a
A
fullback, and
fullback,
then
yep.
and then they ended up cutting his ass, and then or I think he.
I liked
That
I
was,
liked Chris Warren.
yeah, yeah, he was a big back too. He was kind
Yep.
of short, like
He was a
stocky,
power
but
running back, but he had some speed on him for being a power running back, dude.
yeah. Do you like any of the? Well, I haven't really seen any of the running backs coming out, but there was a couple I liked. I think it was the one from Texas.
I like
Because I
that
can
running back from Michigan, bro.
yeah. Oh, Corbin.
Yeah, I
Uh,
like him, dude.
Yeah, I like Corbin too.
Yeah, I
So
like that dude.
but this is what I wanted to ask you. So, what do you feel about? Do you like any of the, or who would you like us to get for our first pick? If it's not quarterback, say like one of, it works out to
The
where we
best
can
the best defensive tackle on the board.
defensive tackle.
If it's like a guy that should be taken, like I don't want to reach for a defensive tackle, like what I'm saying, like for example, like say this year how Jalen Carter was there and we knew we
Yeah,
needed a defensive tackle, like
yeah,
that's what I would do. I would take the best defensive tackle on the board. If there's not a defensive tackle that's worthy of 13 or wherever we pick at, dude, just take the best defensive player if it's not a quarterback, because
yeah,
you can never go wrong if you continue to build up your defense.
exactly.
Just build your fucking defense. That's the reason why I said, like, as much as I want like a young rookie quarterback next year, like something's telling me, bro, like where the Raiders pick at 13, dude, there's not going to be one there, bro. Like we're going to
Yeah,
have to trade up if we want a quarterback. So I would be against you know, raw season with Aiden and just continue to build that defense, bro. Continue to build that side of the ball to where once we get a quarterback, we have an elite defense. You know what I mean? Like the Niners did that for years, bro. The Niners didn't have a quarterback for years. They just kept taking the best defensive player on the board every single time. Look, best defensive player, best defensive
Yeah.
player, best defensive player. They just kept doing it, dude.
Yeah. Now I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking I liked what's his name, Nate Wiggins, and I liked Kool-Aid McKinstry. I kind of because they're both of those players I feel are like shutdowns. They can
What
control
position they
one
play?
side.
Corner?
DB, yep, DB.
Okay.
And so but I'm with you with the DT because if we can get a DT, and I hope we learn from our mistake last year, but if we don't go that direction, like say we do something in free agency to get one, I definitely would like us to get another DB too because Jack Jones, Nate, I know they're probably keeping the meat. You know what I mean? I think we can build something special. We can keep building that secondary. You know what I mean? Because we're going against these Miamis, these teams with all these wide receivers and stuff like that. I feel like we need guys. We need depth.
Yeah, and I think this is like the first off season, bro, in fucking 2 decades, bro, where we really don't need a linebacker, dog. Like I don't think we need a linebacker in this draft. Like maybe
Yeah.
if we just want to go out there and grab one for depth. I like
Mhm.
Diablo. I like Spillane, and I'm a fan of Masterson, bro. I think give Masterson some time to develop. I think Masterson's going to be real good for us. So
Yeah.
the Raiders need to go out there and address, what this league is. It's a passing league, dog. Go get more fucking
Exactly.
corners and go get more fucking and more pass rushers, bro.
Exactly. Because you see that rush is what's killing. It's like
Yep.
what hurt us is us, not being able to stop the rush. And
Well, we beat Mahomes this year because fucking all the mistakes he made, bro, is because of our defensive line was on his ass the entire game, dude. They made his life miserable, dude.
hell yeah. He'll
That
remember.
fumbled snap is because he was hearing footsteps, dog. The pick 63 was because he was hearing footsteps.
That was nice.
You got to rattle these quarterbacks, bro. You cannot let these quarterbacks get comfortable, bro. It don't matter who the quarterback is, dog. Tyler Badgett will go out there and fuck you up if you don't pressure him, bro. You know what
and that's
I'm saying?
think about this too. How many backup quarterbacks did we lose to this year?
Fuck, a shit ton. We lose the backup quarterbacks almost.
It's crazy. That's
We should be losing these games. We lose them, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know why, bro? Because of our lack of pass rush outside of Max Crosby, dude. Like one of the things that turned our defense around this year was, the production that we started to get out of Adam Butler. Adam Butler, in my opinion, is like a silent MVP of the Raiders this year. Adam Butler, John Jenkins, Bilal Nichols started to play better. Like if those guys don't turn their game up, dude, we don't get 40+ sacks.
Yeah, I think Tillery's gonna be out because I didn't really.
Yeah, I think Tillery's gone too.
Yeah, I didn't hear his name. It feels like all year.
The only time Tillery does anything, bro, is when we play against the Chargers.
Yeah, it's so crazy too because that's been a position. Remember the Matt Butlers, the
Neil Farrell Jr.
Yeah,
the fucking Eddie Vanderdonts, the fucking go on and on about all the defensive. The fucking who else did we fucking draft? Fucking at defensive tackle, we drafted Justin Ellis. He never, even though I like Justin Ellis, he never really panned out. Fucking a lot of dudes, bro. We spent so many picks on interior defensive linemen, bro. Like, see, you can't knock the Raiders. Like, they went out there and drafted defensive players, dude, but they always got it wrong, dude. They always got it wrong. They tried to build the defense, bro, but they was out there taking nerds like Shalik Calhoun and Mario Edwards Jr. Just project players, bro.
Yeah, Calhoun sucked.
Yeah, Calhoun was trash, bro.
Yeah, because the DB thing, safety's hard to say because I kind of like our safety room, but we haven't seen Chris Smith the second. We haven't, so I don't know.
Yeah, I like our safeties, bro. I'm glad I never jumped off the Trayvon Merrick bandwagon, dog, because I was huge on Trayvon Merrick last year when everybody was shitting on him. I'm like, dude, he fucking has a hip injury, bro, and he changed position. And he changed positions, and he's learning a fucking new defense. He's learned 2 defenses in his first 2 years. Because the first year he had fucking old buddy fucking from the Chargers that we had got, fucking Bradley, and then he was a free safety, and then we got Patrick Graham, and then they switched his position to strong safety.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I thought a lot of that was that, and you hit it right on the head with the hip, because he suffered that hip injury.
And
I think
week
it was
one, bro. The first game of the year he got hurt.
Yeah, And I
Against the
think that
Chargers, that was that year that Derek Carr threw the 3 interceptions in the fucking first half, and then we almost won at the end. That was the game he got hurt.
oh, good old DC. So,
Uh,
oh, bad picks too. Bad, terrible, terrible interceptions too.
yeah, yeah.
Those three. I was like, wow, like who are you
That
throwing
draft
to?
class, that draft class that we got Malcolm Kuntz out of, dude, was actually a really good draft class. Like the only dude that we really missed on that year was Leatherwood, but like a Meek
Yeah.
hit, Malcolm Kuntz
Yep.
hit, a lot of those dudes hit in that draft, dude.
Yeah. Hobbs. I think Hobbs was that
Yep,
year.
Hobbs was, yep. All those dudes ended up hitting. That was like one of the best draft classes in a while, even
Yeah.
though we missed on
Hey,
our first
after
round pick.
I was gonna say after the worst draft I think we had, right? Because that was
Yeah, every starter isn't even in the league anymore, damn near.
that is crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. And that's the thing. It's like players are there. It's just we don't pick them. Like,
Yeah, that
uh,
was the year we got Arnett and Ruggs, bro, in the same draft.
yeah, we passed by so many. So yeah, and see, that's a good point too, because that was our opportunity because we had 3 first-round picks to better
Yep,
our team. You know what I mean? And we only hit on JJ out of
yep.
that whole that whole little
The other
mix.
2 first round picks we spent on Abram and Damon Arnett, bro.
Yeah, and that was crazy because you know how the Panthers, or not the Panthers, but the Eagles got better like that with 3 first-round
Yep.
picks a couple years ago. The Lions got better with 3. You know what I mean? So it's like we got to draft better. That's whoever is our GM has to be, has to draft better.
He's got to be a better evaluator of talent, bro. We don't have no
Yeah,
good evaluators of talent, dog. That's the main reason why. Like, I wouldn't be mad if we brought Reggie McKenzie back, bro. Reggie
yeah,
McKenzie, in my opinion, was our best general manager we've had in the last 2 decades, bro. Like
yeah,
he was the one who drafted Carr, Mack, and Gabe Jackson, bro, on the first 3 picks and set the foundation for the Raiders to be a playoff team 2 years later in 2016. You know what I mean?
yeah. I was
He
gonna say
was
that
he
2016.
Yeah, he built that team, bro. Like we haven't had a draft like that since, like I said, that Kuntz draft. But obviously we missed out on our fucking first and second round pick, but the rest of the picks panned out. But in my opinion, the best draft I've ever seen so far from the Raiders was that fucking Derek Carr draft, bro. Just because we got a fucking franchise quarterback at the time. We had a franchise quarterback. We got a walking Hall of Famer and fucking Khalil Mack, and then we got a very suitable fucking guard, dude, in Gabe Jackson. Gabe Jackson was a fucking beast, dude.
Yeah, we have to. So, would you? How do you feel about Tyree Wilson? Kind of.
Ugh. I mean, I'm willing to give him some time, bro, because I understand it. I
Mhm.
understand that, obviously he was injured and shit. It's just the thing that pisses me off, bro. It's like I know it's not his fault, bro, but like the Raiders always do that, bro. Like they just keep drafting fucking, developmental guys. Like I said earlier, bro, fucking guys that are projects. Injured players. Like I I hope he pans out.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think he's better suited to play defensive tackle because he don't have a lot of pass rush moves, bro. And if you're a defensive end and you're going up against tackles, you have to have a fucking book of fucking moves, bro. Like Max Crosby has like 20 different moves, and he has counter moves to all of his moves, right?
Yeah.
Well, Tyree Wilson don't have no moves, dude. He uses his size and strength to beat up on to win and win his matchups, and it's easier to win, in my opinion, with his skill set. It's easier for him to win against guards, bro, because guards got them little ass arms. You know what I mean? And once they try to
Yeah.
grab him, he just swipes their arms away.
Exactly.
So, but he's got to put on more weight to play defensive tackle though. He's too skinny. But I could see maybe him turning into like a Calais Campbell, because Calais Campbell was not a big fat heavy motherfucker neither, bro. Calais Campbell was just 6'7", 280 pounds, 260 pounds of all muscle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he used his length and his strength to get off of blocks and fuck people up. I feel like Tyree Wilson has that ability, but how is his offseason regimen going to look like? How locked in is he in this offseason? I think this is a huge
Yeah.
offseason for Tyree Wilson, dude. He's got to put on more weight. And if he wants to play on the end, which if we keep Malcolm Kuntz, I don't really see him being able to play on the end, bro. Because Malcolm Kuntz, I feel like, is going to be our other defensive end outside of Max Crosby. So if he
Yeah.
if he wants to get significant playing time and have a chance on the Raiders, he's going to have to bulk up and play defensive tackle. And we haven't needed defensive tackle. You know what I mean? Like the only like legitimate defensive tackle I believe we have on our roster right now is Adam Butler. I like
Yeah.
John Jenkins, bro, but he's like 35 years old. He's about to retire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can't
Yep.
rely on him.
Yeah. So Nichols, I like Jenkins too. I definitely, but like you said, he is older. Um, I wouldn't mind another year, maybe on a low contract, but we definitely need to find that guy too. So hopefully we can do that.
Like
I'm hoping.
I think Bilal Nichols is gone after this year too. I think he's gone. Tillery's gone. So we're gonna have 2 more spots open up. I think unless John Jenkins comes back for another year, he's probably gonna retire. You know what I mean? So we have at least 2 or 3 defensive tackle positions that are gonna open up, bro, on this team, and we're gonna need to fill them. So
Yeah. So the good thing is we're not, we're not in need of a lot.
yeah, it's just the fucked up thing is that we're not in need of a lot. It's just that the shit that we need is, like they said earlier, bro, a lot of key shit. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
need a couple offensive line starters and we need a quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but I
Yeah.
mean that shit's easy to address if you can just get the right coach. Like if we get the right coach, that shit'll be easy, bro.
Yeah.
It all starts with the coach first, though, bro. We gotta find a coach.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're gonna see how this works out with the Harbaugh or AP, because I feel like it's like you said, it shouldn't be no one outside of these two, because it's too much of a question mark of what they can
Yeah,
actually
because
do.
you have AP who's already won the locker room and already did one of the hardest things. The only way you swap him out is for a superstar head coach, and the superstar head coach is Harbaugh. There's no other
Yeah.
options, or Belichick if you want to go that route. But I don't think I think Bill Belichick's over with. He needs to go to fucking
Yeah.
the Chargers or something so we can beat his ass.
Yeah. Exactly.
Send
That's
him to
what.
the Chargers and give us Harbaugh or AP, bro, so we can beat up on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I could see Belichick over there at the Chargers.
Yeah, something's
Trying
telling me I think that's where he's gonna go.
trying to make Herbert his new Brady.
If they can't get Harbaugh, dude, if they miss out, because I think they're all in on Harbaugh, dude, like the Raiders are. If they can't get Harbaugh, I think they're gonna get Belichick.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just hope I want us to make a decision quick, just so we got time. Because last year was kind of rushed. It was everything was crazy, and it was just we need to get a solid foundation as early as possible so we can start looking towards this draft and start, getting this team better.
That's the reason why I feel like the Raiders need to hurry up and figure out who they're gonna make their coach, dude. Because the longer they take, the more it's putting a cog in everything, bro.
Yeah,
Because right
and you
now
got
the
all the
team's kind of in limbo right
narratives,
now.
and yeah, yeah, you got the narratives and everything, and so do you think Patrick Graham's leaving?
Oh, that's a good question, man. If Antonio Pierce leaves, I think he's gone. If
Yeah,
Antonio Pierce is our head coach next year, I think he stays.
and we'll be right back.
Unless we bring in Harbaugh and Harbaugh's like, fuck it, I'll keep Patrick Graham. But
Yeah,
the only thing that
yeah,
worries about me, the only thing I'm worried about Harbaugh is I'm afraid he's gonna come in and tear everything down. If he does that, we're fucked, bro. Because then we're gonna be waiting.
yeah,
That's the reason why I like keeping AP because I know he'll keep everything that we have right now,
yeah,
and he'll build
yeah.
on it. But
Yeah, Harbaugh's gonna
the
bring
thing
his
that
own quarterback. He's gonna bring his own staff, like
the thing that worries me about signing AP though, bro, and keeping AP is he gonna get the right guy to help him on offense, bro? Because our offense was fucking terrible, dude.
yeah, and
He's gonna have to have a really good offensive coordinator.
but I think a lot of that with the offense too was the line too, because
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
there were
me too.
spots.
I agree.
Yeah, there was spots where Aiden just held that damn ball too, like because he's got to throw that ball. Because there's been too many times where he's been holding, and then just takes the sack, and then he's taking us out of field goal range too many
Yep.
times.
Sorry, I was talking to my coworker, bro. My bad.
Oh no, you're all good. Yeah, we're just talking about like Aiden holding on to the ball and all this craziness.
When today? All right, Jason. I'll catch you later, Bubba. Take it easy. Thanks for having
For
me, man.
sh-
I'll catch
hey,
you.
thank you, brother.
I'll be listening
Yes,
to you.
sir.
No problem.
For sure. Appreciate you having on. Raider being in the building for sure. So I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna touch on some stuff that I kind of put together. But there's just some things just kind of like on the recap of the season, man. Shout to the secondary. Yeah, for Meek, for Merrick, Hobbs, Epps, Jack Jones. Jack Jones coming in here and pretty much giving us more than what we had with Peters. And he picked up right where Peters left off and excelled. You know what I mean? So shout to the secondary. Shout to Max Crosby, of course. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to shout out the secondary because we expect that from Max. You know what I mean? We expect that, from different people that have been consistent for us, but we've been asking for the secondary to step up and get some turnovers, and all these gentlemen were able to help with that and create. Um, as far as coaching wise, I'm gonna say AP all day. We need someone who knows this team and loves this team. No more outsiders. We can't afford another rebuild. We have a talented team already. Um, because I feel like like we just talked about, Harbaugh or AP, because I feel like another outside source will come in and try to break up this team and try to restart, get their own guys in here, and we don't need that. We just experienced that with this last regime, and we can't have that again. So AP or Harbaugh or nothing, or it's rebuild mode. Let me see. So with Aiden, I like what I seen from him in this last game. I really did. I liked his anticipation. I liked that he was getting the ball out early, and he was trusting his wide receivers to be there. Keeping Aiden and adding one in free agency and also another in the draft to develop and compete. We always want it to be a competition. We always want them competing where you don't feel like it's your job. Oh, you're like, oh, I got this. This is my job. It has to be competition where any day can be your last, and it always makes you work and work harder and stay working harder consistently. So definitely, we need some good competition in that. I'm excited for the playoffs. Excited. Please, anybody but the damn Chiefs win the damn Super Bowl. I don't care who. Anybody but the damn Chiefs. Um, Aiden O'Connell, I'm starting to like his development. He isn't mobile, and that worries me. But I would be okay with having him start. Say if worst case he had to start next year. Say if we go defense and we get some good defensive draft picks, and say we had to go with Aiden, I'm good with that. I think he, with a full slate, pretty much. Imagine giving him the amount of games that McDaniels coached and got fired. If he had started those games, and we were only 2 games out, so we would have been able to definitely be able to make the playoffs, I believe, if he had had the full season. Let me see. And penalties. Let's give our team some credit for the penalties. Speaking of penalties, we were very disciplined. Finally, we were not last but first in penalty calls. So, and AP gave our team some juice. We fought instead of penalizing ourselves. So it's good to see that we ended the season fighting. We ended with a win, and hopefully we can carry that momentum. And we found a defense. So, like I said, my draft pick, I'm sticking to it so far, is we get a DB like Kool-Aid or we get Nate Wiggins. So that's my pick. But thank you guys for hanging in with me. Enjoy your Saturday. We got some games on. In fact, I think I went past the game time. The plan was I was going to jump on for a little bit, but we had been in the building, so we kept it lit. So appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, each and every one of you guys, for showing up. Dark, for Mr. Pena, D Menace, Raider Red Sweetheart, Raider Ben for sure, for popping on. Milka Beezy, we see you. Let me see. Make sure I don't forget nobody. Rafa, salute. I'm going to check the DM too. Mr. Pena. Yep. Thanks everybody for coming through, showing some love. And even though it is the end of the season, we are going to, I will talk about some of the playoff games. I was going to talk about some today. We had 2. We have the, whatchamacallit? Got Cleveland versus, we got Houston versus Cleveland. Got Stroud versus Flacco. The rookie meets smoking Joe Flacco. So I'm going with the rook, man. I'm going with Stroud. I'm hoping Stroud can knock down the Browns. It's crazy to see Joe Flacco back in the league, you know what I mean? And he's in the playoffs, trying to help the Browns, do what they haven't done in a long, long time. Win a playoff game. And matchup. See, we got the KC versus Miami, Tua versus Mahomes. This to me is the game of the weekend. Go Miami, just for this game. Go Miami. Please, anybody but the damn Chiefs. So I love you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get on out of here and watch a little playoffs. Playoffs. Yeah, a little playoffs. So appreciate you. Have a safe weekend. You guys have a wonderful week and appreciate you for coming through. Thank you.